Nearly all athletic and attractive people share this one trait that the modern world lacks: back chain dominance. Now, you may have heard of this, you may not have, but I guarantee this will improve your health, movement, looks, every single aspect of your life, because it is fundamental, it is natural, and it is something that no one talks about or understands. If you look at this video of a world-class sprinter and this video of a model walking on the runway, you may not see too many things in parallel, but I do. The hips hinge back, the crown is forward, the feet are straight, and energy is shifting properly. This is because the back part of the body, the posterior chain, the back chain, is properly activated. This is the part of the body responsible for 70 to 80% of all power, and also the part that shapes how you hold your head, how your tongue sits on the roof of the mouth, and as a result, how your face develops, how the muscles in your face activate, how you sleep, how you breathe, everything. If we look at traditional people in tribes, nearly all of them share this trait as well, because it isn't luck, it isn't genetics, it is natural. Now let me take you back in time. Imagine you're a little baby crawling on the floor. Now just try and imagine, I know it's hard to visualize, but imagine the position your feet and hands are in. Are they splayed outwards? Are you shuffling like a penguin on the floor? No, you're not. You're moving from side to side, you're crawling forward, your hands are moving in this spiral, this pattern that gets created. And also in this position, where is the energy coming from? How is it being transferred? It's all in the back part of the body. That is what is allowing you to move. That is what is allowing you to activate. Your heels point out, your hands go in, and you're creating these fascial connections. And the most important one is the superficial back line. There are fascial chains and lines that run throughout your entire body, connecting every aspect of you. And the fascia is a massive connective tissue that weighs over 22 kg, but something that no one talks about or understands, and is completely misunderstood and misrepresented. Now, I can't think of any other words beginning with miss, but you get the gist. So the fascia is activating when you're crawling, and this line going from the feet to the top of the head, the scalp, is called the superficial back line. And this is what creates these connections. This is what you can kind of feel when you breathe, when you stand up, when you squeeze your entire body. That's the fascia activating. And this is super fundamental. And you can visualize this all better if you take a video of a baby crawling and you transfer that to a model walking. You're starting to get what I'm saying. You're starting to get what I mean here. And you can test this out for yourself. In the middle, let's pause this video. If you can, stand up. From here, I want you to have straight feet. Bend your knees slightly. Make sure they're pointing very slightly outwards. Shift your hips back. Keep your head forward. And then take a deep breath and try and expand your rib cage. Hold this position, stand like I'm standing right now, and literally feel your body. It may feel unnatural, you may feel like you're not perfectly straight, but you aren't meant to be perfectly straight. You're not meant to be a pencil. You're meant to be this creature that moves in spirals. Look at the shape of galaxies. Look at the shape of the little lines on your finger. Look at the shape of, curly hair on a scalp. Now, I know that's a lot of information. I know I've gotten very far into this video. Some of you may not even know who I am. Who is this British bloke speaking? But if you don't know who I am, my name is Oscar Patel. And if you do, keep watching, by the way, just pay some respect to me. My name is Oscar Patel. I transform myself from this to this completely naturally, fixing my posture, my flat feet, while also naturally expanding my palate, fixing my facial asymmetry, shifting my face upwards and forwards, and improving my entire health and looks from the inside out, while also, I think, becoming the best version of myself in every aspect. And somehow I've gotten to the point where I now have the world's largest health-based paid community in the entire world. And on a more serious note, we do have thousands of real transformations. We are literally slowly changing the world completely naturally, allowing people to breathe better, move better, look better, feel better, and just completely crush it. And if you are interested, if you do want more information, if you want some personalized routines, you can scan the QR code. I believe that's on the screen unless the editor's taking the Michael. You can also click the link in the description. But let's get into it. So step one to activate back chain dominance is the base of everything. It's how you rest, how you sit. Remember, when you sit on a chair, it's basically a coffin for your hips. That doesn't mean you never need to sit. You can sit as much as you like, but at the very least, you need to incorporate an hour a day where you're sitting and resting properly. You can sit in this kind of child rocker position on your shins. This is an amazing position. If you can sit more on the ground, just as we were meant to, you'll take the pressure off of your lower back, put it onto your glutes, and you'll also prevent your hips from literally dying. Equally from this position, if you can keep your head forward, if you can keep your back as tall as possible, and you can keep your hips slightly back, then you will feel your entire body open up. And if this gets sore after a couple minutes, just rotate the position, but it shouldn't. And if it does, that's a sign that your body has adapted to a modern environment that is trying to take you down. In addition to sitting in these positions throughout the day, you need to move correctly. What you can do is practice barefoot sprinting. I think this is a fundamental exercise for many people if you can do it. If you can't, you can build up in a progression. Focus on walking straight first, but the same principles apply. When you're walking straight. The heel needs to flick away. Look at this image on the screen, visualize it, and imagine that every step you take, the heel flicks away and the foot, when it hits the ground, is straight. And if you're sprinting, the key thing is to only stay on the balls of your feet. Make sure the heel's flicking away, the foot's landing straight as well, but only stay on the tips of your toes, the balls of your feet. Don't let your heels stay contact. And again, keep your hips slightly back, keep your head slightly forward, and imagine sprinting in this position. Again, it's oversimplified, but I think for many people, just getting a feel for all of this is fundamental. And it's key that a lot of this is barefoot, because modern shoes are ruining back chain dominance. When the feet are tight, you ruin that entire chain that I talked about earlier. You prevent it from properly activating. And when that fascial chain, the superficial back line, isn't activated, how can you expect the body to actually understand what's happening? If it doesn't have the sensory inputs to understand how to hold itself, it won't. And going into a final key point, and this is where it gets really saucy. So if you've actually stayed to this point in the video, I really appreciate you. And this hopefully will be quite valuable for everyone. So what I want you to do is, again, stand in that back chain dominant position. This time stand against a wall. You're not gonna have your head slightly forward like you should, but we're going to tuck the chin this time. Feet slightly forward off the wall, knees bent, rest the body on the wall, tuck your chin, and then from there, take one thumb, brace with the other. Now follow me if you can. One thumb, brace with the other, and then in this position, slightly tuck your chin. Push on the T-spot, picture on the screen, AKA the more complicated term is the incisive papilla. Hold and push up and out. Breathe deeply through your nose, in and out while you're doing this. Hold it for 10 to 15 seconds, and when you no longer can, step forward off the wall, maintain your hips back, maintain your knees bent, and follow up. This will allow you to release everything because it acts as a pandiculation. Your body will learn the back chain dominant position while also releasing and resetting some of the tension that is built up from sitting in terrible chairs, from lying on ultra soft mattresses which force the body to compensate, from mouth breathing, from poor posture, from sitting on your phone. Whatever it is, it's accumulated in every single person. No one is perfect, no one can avoid it. Even if you're the most athletic and the most attractive person in the world, you can still benefit from living a bit more naturally. It's one of the only things I've found that nearly every person actually shares that's healthy and attractive, and I think it's fundamental that people begin to understand this. Target the root cause, work with your body, crush everything, become the best version of yourself, seize the day. I wish you the absolute best. Thank you very much for watching. You're an absolute legend. I'm going to stop talking now, and remember, health is looks.